All right, so these are the muscle tests testing for fixations. So I'm going to go ahead and have you lay face down. Put that on here so you don't have your face in there. Okay. So first is going to be checking neck extensors. So go ahead and lift your head up off the table, and then hold right there. Good. And then we're going to have you turn your head to the right and hold. Good. Left. Hold. And good. So then from there, we're going to go I'll do it on this side so you can see. We're testing for bilateral weakness on both sides, but I'm just going to do one side just for the sake of time. So we're going to do middle delt here. So you're going to hold right there and resist me pushing down. Good. And then next is going to be lower trap. Try not to get in the way of the camera. And hold. Good. And then next is going to be teres major, so you can just do this arm. You're going to have you make a fist and hold your elbow up as best you can. Good. And hold. Good. Just like that. Next is going to be glute max. You're going to lift and hold. Good. And then pop gluteus. Hold. Good. And then the last one is psoas. So I'm going to have you flip over. And leg up and out right here. And resist. Good. So those are the muscles. So the fixation that I had is the TL junction. So I'm going to have you flip over again for me, please. And this is going to be bilateral weakness in both of the lower traps. So if they bring this arm up and, oh, that's weak. And then this one up and, oh, that's weak too. So we're going to go to the TL junction here. And I'm going to alternate pushing P to A on the TVPs to find our stack, which is step one for finding fixation. Then we're going to go to the top of that stack, and I'm going to see which side is going to be more posterior. And then from there, we're going to elicit a theta Z pressure and try to see which side is not closing, to see whether we need to be on the top two vertebrae of the stack or the bottom two vertebrae of the stack. And then we're going to do a syncopated adjustment to correct for that fixation. Okay, and then from there we're going to go to our low back scan. So I'm going to go ahead and have you sit up and sit at the end of the table for me. Starting out with rectus abdominis. We're going to have you lean back roughly 30 degrees. I'm going to have you hold your arms up here like this for me. And then I'm going to have you resist. Good. And then this shoulder forward. Good. Obliques, and then obliques on this side. Hold. Good. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and have you lay back and scoot back to the end of the table again. And then we're going to do rectus femoris. Hold. Good. Externally rotate the foot. Iliacus. Hold. Good. Bring the foot out 45 degrees. Hold here. Good. Sartorius here. And then here. Hold. Good. From there, we are going to do, what's next? Right. Gracilis. So internally rotate the foot, and then I'm going to try to pull the patient's feet apart. Good. And then the foot's going to go neutral and out a little bit. We're going to do adductors. Hold here. Good. And then down here, glute med. Hold. Good. And then TFL. Hold. Good. Then we're going to do QLs, because I forgot to do that one. And so the patient's going to bend their legs towards that one side and hold. Good. And again, all these you'd be checking bilaterally, but for the sake of time, I'm just doing one side. After, is it foot next? Did I do all of those? I think I did. So we're going to go to foot. So first one here, dorsiflex foot inversion, hold, that's going to be tibialis anterior, and then plantar flexion hold, that's going to be tibialis posterior. We're going to go to eversion and hold, that's going to be peroneus longus and brevis, and then plantar flexion hold, and that's going to be peroneus tertius. Now we're going to have them flip over. Good. First we're going to do glute max. I'm going to hold up here and hold. Good. A little bit of weakness in that one action. And then it's going to be hamstrings. So we're going to here, fist in the belly of the muscle, hold. That's going to be middle, or sorry, well, yeah, the middle of the three. Hold here. That's going to be lateral hamstrings, and then hold here. That's going to be medial hamstrings. Gastroc, neutral foot. Going to hold here. Good. And then soleus, hold here. Good. And then, I don't know which one that is. Oh, right, piriformis. So yeah, patient is going to be in external rotation, and then you're going to force internal rotation. Good. So then for my muscle, I have rectus femoris, so I'm going to go ahead and have you flip over for me again, Aaron. Oh, right, sacrospinalis, sorry, last one. So the camera can see. Patient's going to lift this shoulder as high as they can off the table, going to support, and then do kind of an A to P and I to S pressure, hold here, good. And they're going to lower their shoulder just a little bit, hold, good. And then lower shoulder one more time, hold, and good. That's sacrospinalis. So my muscle is rectus femoris, so I'm going to have you flip over. And it would be unilaterally, we're going to say, oh, that's a 4 out of 5, that's weak. So now for testing the 5 factors, the first one we would do would be nerve, so I'm going to have you sit up. And then patient is going to therapy localize broadly over their lumbar spine. And then we would retest the muscle, and it would become strong. And then we're going to use an indicator muscle to figure out which side we would need to perform the adjustment on, and then perform the adjustment. That's how we fix for nerve. Next is going to be neurovascular. So you can spin that way. And that point is going to be right about here. And so I'm going to have the patient therapy localized, muscle would become strong. So then I would come here and I would fluoresce the neurolymphatic, or sorry, not the neurolymphatic, neurovascular spot in all 8 directions and see where the fixation is. And then I would hold the tissue into that fixation for roughly 30 seconds or until it softens up. And then we would go back, test the muscle in the clear, it would be strong, and then the patient would therapy localize again, and the muscle would still be strong. Next is going to be neurolymphatic, and that spot is going to be the patient is going to therapy localize in between their 11th and 12th rib on the front, and then test the muscle becomes strong, and then for correction, doctor is going to vigorously rub the anterior spot and the posterior spot for roughly 30 seconds, and then you retest the muscle in the strong, it's going to be, retest the muscle in the clear, and it's going to be strong, and then retest the muscle with the therapy localization, and it will be strong still. Next would be cerebrospinal. So the patient is going to inhale, test the muscle, and then exhale, test the muscle, whichever makes the muscle go strong. That's the one that we're going to do the procedure on. Then we're going to also use an indicator muscle. If the muscle went strong on inhalation, then the adjustment is going to be from P to A on the mastoids, and then if the adjustment, or if exhalation made it stronger, then it's going to be from A to P on the mastoids, and then the indicator muscle is to figure out which side you're going to do that on, and then you're going to, so the assist would be, we'll say it was an exhalation assist, so then it would be from A to P on the mastoid. The patient takes a deep breath in, you hold, and then as they exhale, you're going to press from P to A, and you're going to do that roughly 3 to 5 times, and then you're going to test the muscle in the clear, and it's going to be strong, and then you're going to test the muscle again on inhalation, and it's going to still be strong. So for mine, I had AMC, and so that meridian is going to be the SI spot, which is going to be right here, roughly. So you're going to therapy localize, yep, right about there. So then I test the muscle would become strong, and then the tonification for that is going to be right here on the patient. So the doctor is going to tap that spot roughly 30 times. And then we test the muscle again in the clear, it would be strong. And then patient therapy localize, and test the muscle again, and it would be, I guess I'm actually supposed to do that, aren't I? Here, let's pretend I'm actually making the correction. Okay, so test the muscle, muscle's weak, patient therapy localizes in the spot, test the muscle, oh hey, it's strong. So then doc's gonna come here, tonification, 30 times, test muscle and clear. Ooh, that's nice and strong. Patient therapy localizes the same spot, test muscle, hey, that's still strong. Thank you and good night.